Hi everyone, I thought I'd show you what I'm doing at the moment. This is Maxwell, her flowers, and then I have my PVN over here. She has some flowers and I tried to collect some pollen off these ones, and I'm trying to add them into these flowers, so I thought I'd show you how I do it. Whoops. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to focus on my brush. This is a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. But anyway, I've got some sort of pollen on my brush. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but I just take the flower. Maybe I'll zoom in. I wonder if it'll focus if I zoom in. Not really, but well, you might be able to see a little bit. So I'm trying to turn this one on the side. Not yet. So then I just gently brush like that. That's basically what I do when I try and cross-pollinate them. Just dab the little prongs in the middle of the flower with the pollen and hope for the best. So yeah, I don't know if anyone's seen this hack, but sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But today I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use it. So as you've seen, I was trying to cross-pollinate Maxwell, and I realized she was pretty root bound. Oh, I've got my helper, Tia. But what I've done, I've given her a bigger pot, and I stuck her old pot in the middle of that pot, and then I've just sort of filled around the outside, obviously a lot better than that because I've only got one hand. But then what I do is push it down so the pot kind of indents. Pull it out. There's a hole. Grab Maxwell. Put her in. And yeah, it's kind of how you can repot sometimes. Thought I'd show you this cute little floating fountain. It's solar powered. Got it off Amazon. I think it was like $15. But how good is it? Obviously it only works when the sun's touching it, which is fine. But my little goldfish, they love it. So yeah, I thought that was a good buy because it was so cheap. I didn't know if it was going to work. But yeah, look at that. Isn't it good? This is a, I purchased it as yellow variegated Fred Ives. I know there is the white one or whatever. I don't know. But this was my original body. And then to me, it looked like it reverted. So I chopped my head off, blah, blah, blah. But look, another variegated pup has emerged. And the head, I'll show you the head. It's actually still variegated. So yeah, to my surprise, the head started growing back variegated after the chop. So I thought that was pretty cool. Here is another offset from the same plant. Isn't that beautiful? I love the combination of the yellow and the purple. But yeah, they were from that stem. I also have, I think I've still got another part because I've chopped it so many times. I have another part of the stem when it was reverting that I stuck in my other garden bed. And by the looks of things, that's also variegated as well. There's another head that I had from it that wasn't very variegated, and that one I think has completely reverted. But yeah, at least I've still got some that are variegated. But yeah, it's such a pretty plant, so pretty. My Rainbow West, she is beautiful, but I am keeping a close eye on her because she looks like she's turning full albino. So I've been trying to think what to do with her. I don't know if I should pluck the middle out of her or if I should just give her a chop. But I know if I chop, the head will not survive, but she's very pretty. She's pretty big, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I've got like other ones sprinkled around. I can only hope that they tend to hold the chlorophyll in their leaves a bit better than this one. She's actually my mother plant. I have chopped her many, many, many times, and I've gotten that baby there, that baby, that baby. I've got a smaller, oh, there it is, smaller baby there, and I also have this baby over here, which actually is going to its new home today. So I feel like a bit of a proud mum. Hopefully she makes her new mama happy. This variegated Miss Richards is also going with her. So those two there are going to their new home today. I bought this. I think it was labelled as Victor Kane variegated. I don't know. I bought it at a succulent and cacti show last year. It was the September show, I believe. There were 2 heads on it. I paid a whopping $90 for the 2 heads. This head was only a baby. I had a bigger head which had more chlorophyll in it, and I caught the plant rotting. And I managed to save this baby. It was tiny. It was tiny, tiny, tiny. It was probably a bit bigger than my dirty thumbnail. But it's still alive. It's still got a little bit of chlorophyll left in it, but I'm so worried I'm going to lose it. I don't know if anyone else was in the succulent phase like me, but 2021, oh my God. I look back now, the prices of succulents were ridiculous, and that's when I really, really got into them. So I was paying like $50 a plant, and that's just crazy. At least, I mean, you live and you learn, right? You know, they're all like, oh, new Korean hybrid this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh my God, I have to have it. So I paid far too much money for things. Nowadays, $25 is too expensive for me. But, you know, I do splurge every now and again if I really, really like a plant. But, gosh, breaks your heart when they rot on you. I actually have some of the leaves from the mother plant. I believe they're down here. So, if you have a look in this tray, all these yellow ones that you see, they are from the original mother plant, and I am so upset because I think only this one and that one there might be viable because the rest of them all look like albino. Oh gosh, that's the succulent game, isn't it? You win some and you lose some. But yeah, I have learnt my lesson. And plus, I think the prices on succulents in Australia are now dropping a lot, because, you know, a lot of people have succulents now and a lot of people are propagating, and yeah, the prices are slowly dropping. That's why I am holding out on purchasing aeoniums. I think they're so pretty. Like, I've got, that's Mardi Gras, I can't remember how to pronounce it. That's Pink Witch. That's, oh my God, what's it called? Fiesta? And Lily Pad, that's another Fiesta. And then over here, I know it's hard to see, but in this section here in the garden under the tree, I have some more stuff over there. I think I've got one called Moon Glow and Sunburst or Moonburst or something like that. And Inferno is over there as well. But basically, there are so many new aeoniums out. Like, it is crazy. But I am going to wait it out. I'm just going to wait until, you know, they become a lot cheaper. Because at the moment, like, even the cuttings are like $20 each. And I just don't want to do that. I waited out for my Pink Witch. I really, really wanted one because she's just beautiful. But yeah, I waited out for her and I got a rooted one for $12. So I'm hoping to eventually, slowly but surely, build up my Aeonium collection because I think they are just beautiful. Like, look at the colours on them. They're so pretty. So yes, I'll be waiting around for those prices to drop for them. One of my baby Beyoncés. Look at that colour. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful plant. My mother plant, she shrunk a bit in winter because I neglected her. I didn't neglect the babies, like I kept watering the babies and whatnot. But yeah, my mother plant shrunk a little bit, but in spring, which isn't too far away, I'm sure she'll come back and be bigger, better than ever. Thought I would show you my mother plant. So that is her. She was bigger, but she absorbed her lower leaves, but she's still gorgeous. This is like up there with one of my favorites. Like, it's hard to pick a favorite succulent, but this girl is in my top 5. I don't know if she's number 1. She might be. I have this like soft spot for lavender pebbles and rainbow west because the lavender pebbles and rainbow west, they were actually the succulents that I had to have when I first started collecting. Like, I lusted over the photos of them and I just had to have them. And when I finally got like one of each, I felt complete. But obviously I lusted over Beyonce as well. But she's actually hurting my hand. She's pretty heavy, so I'm going to put her down. But yeah, she is a favourite.